Why is it still super taboo to talk about menopause and premenopause?
This list
Yes.
with like 500 points of all the negative stuff. Oh, you can't get a job if you're over 50. No, you can't. And then what do you do then? If you're 50 years old, you're holding you to your job like this and you don't want to try anything else because you know that if you do lose that, you cannot get another one.
No, you will lose your job and you will lose your beautiful hair.
Exactly.
And you will lose your beautiful fingernails.
You will lose your husband.
Or wife.
To a younger beauty.
You will lose that beautiful house. You will lose that beautiful thighs.
And if you feed yourself with that, of course you will lose it.
But maybe you need to lose it.
Yeah, maybe you have, no.
To find something new.
Yes, woman, you need to lose it. You need to lose it in order to, take off your old skin and, go ahead.
Let it go.
Let it go. Let it go. All right.
We're celebrating that I'm now in menopause.
You are in menopause.
Because 12 months without any bleeding should be a sign.
It is a sign, and we have to celebrate that, of course.
Hang on.
Queenie, come. Hey, super. You're the only one bleeding here.
Yes.
You're the only one bleeding, the younger one.
Yeah.
And you don't like the cake, but you need to eat something.
Prinsesstårta is not my favorite, but I'll take a bite. I like the marzipan.
Mm-hmm.
Chin chin. Okay, I will tell you a little secret. It's been 1 year, a bit more than a year since I had my last period. And the thing is that I feel that I've come back home. I recognize myself as a child, as a girl, and it's very exciting. I feel super playful and curious about what will happen now.
I don't have the same experience as Karin has because I'm in pre-menopause as of now. But I think that what I have been doing the last 2 years is you that says that maybe this has to do with menopause and my hormones levels and everything.
But what did you do?
Well, I quit my job and I got divorced and I moved into my camper van.
Something you told me a year or 2 years ahead of that, that was your wildest dream.
I have been doing things these past 2 years that I thought that I would never do. Never, ever, ever. It's like getting to know yourself in a way. The reactions from my friends and society was like, oh my God, you're crazy. You can't do that. Well, because typically when you see people doing this, they are around between 20 or 30 years old because they have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
But if you're 50, you're like, oh my God, it's like watching a car crash, like watching me doing it.
In slow motion or in kind of fast forward.
Exactly, but I didn't feel that. I felt like, wow, I'm doing this now.
Okay, but that you were super courageous. Imagine being a woman and feeling that now you're gonna get all these terrible symptoms.
Yeah.
And you're not allowed to follow your dreams.
Exactly.
Your visions. You're not allowed to take some time on your own.
No, now you're gonna sit in your couch
sleep
and get
in the
fat
morning and tell everyone else to fuck off because you need your 12 hours of sleep. I sleep until 11 in the morning. I don't have any guilt feelings.
No.
It's wonderful. But imagine feeling that and the guilt feelings.
Yeah.
No wonder you get depressed.
We are fed with all these negative signs. And I think that a lot of people, a lot of women, searching for the negative sign on the list and just add it to your life and don't really feel all the positive things that are there. Because we should feel so bad. We should be like crazy people,
We could blame it on menopause, but maybe we should blame it on society.
Exactly.
Because that's what my gynecologist told me, because many years ago, when I was thinking I should be prepared or I should expect getting these symptoms, but I'm not really there yet. Should I go check my hormone levels? Should I get some kind of advice from a gynecologist? And she was so down to earth and told me like, this is just like a natural stage of life. And I asked like, well, is this like going through puberty? And I remember that I needed to like a lot of time on my own and sleep a lot. And she's like, exactly. But these days, society won't allow you to just resign from work and take a year or two off and just sleep.
We should actually be able to do that.
But you did that.
I didn't connect that to menopause because it's not on that list.
I think hormones are a really interesting phenomenon and chemistry that really has an effect on us and our personalities, and something I would like to talk more about with experts in different fields. It has not been researched enough.
No, it has not.
Because it's also been left out. Something like, in general, female health and how female health differs from male health is something that they're starting to research more, but it's still like, especially with menopause, it's a kind of a new field. Yeah. It's so exciting.
But I'm curious to find out what happens if we are focusing on the right thing during this process and ahead. And of course, all the respect for all the women that has struggled, that really had a bad time during this
because
menopause.
That's not something you just imagine. I believe it's really
that's
true.
That's for sure.
And I went through a very harsh puberty.
Yeah.
And with pain and
yeah.
So I completely get that too. It's just like we need to
tell other
stories and to hear women out, like listen to each other, talk more about it, just lift the taboo around the subject and share stories. And that's where I feel after going through my rite of passage, I want to share that and I want to listen to other women's stories.
Me too. And I think, most of all, it's connected to, like, it's a shame around this, that women that are in menopause should be a bit shamed, or because it connects with age, you know.
They should just keep quiet. I think that is something
exactly
culturally that has been there. And maybe there are other cultures out there. I do believe that we approach the subject in different ways, depending what part of the world. But of course, the Western world is kind of spreading out.
For sure. Yeah, of course, women don't want to talk about this if they know that they are not as attractive on the work market.
Especially like we've been working in television industry and media and art, like being an artist on stage.
Yeah, exactly.
Burlesque, drag, where you could of course use that as an element to your performance, but it's still like you're expected in society to just drop out, like when you're 40.
If you're doing things without really thinking about what you do, if you just listen to your heart, as if you were 14 years old, then you did things, you know, you were trying things out and you were curious about life and everything. And then you stop doing that because you grow up and you get, no, you can't, But when you turn 50 in our age, then that comes back to you. And that's really, but I didn't think that was menopause, but I start to believe you. Maybe it does. Maybe it is, because now it's like, fuck, I can move mountains if I want to.
Yes.
And you don't see that anywhere. You don't read that. No. It's so inspiring also for me to see, and I want to go where you are. I want to be where you are at. I'm going to follow you on this part.
You don't have to follow me. It's interesting if you have a slightly
but I'd rather follow you. I'd rather follow you than follow all the things that I'm writing, the negative things about it.
That's the song. I will follow you.
I will follow you. That's a great song. That one, Okay.
Vi kan tänka det bara.
I follow you.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Lycklig.
Lycklig, exactly.